and welcome back to this week's video. If you've never been here before, I am Megan J, and I make random YouTube videos, but whatever I feel like, and then I typically post them on Wednesday. Today we're going to do another Dollar Tree DIY, and this is a very simple and basic DIY, and all we're going to be doing is turning these two basic picture frames into a whiteboard. I've been looking for a whiteboard just to kind of write down doctor's appointments and grocery lists and just things that I have to do that I don't want to forget. I was using my phone for that. Then I almost missed an appointment because I cleared the notification off my phone and then completely forgot about it. We're gonna go old school and we're gonna make a dry erase memo board. Everything I have here came from the Dollar Tree. The grand total of the bill was like $8 because I got some vinyl craft paper on clearance for 50 cents. I am using a few things that I do already have, like some rope and my glue gun. So let's get everything set up and make this craft. Okay, so first things first, we need to open these up out of their packaging. You do need to be a little bit careful. I have broken these picture frames in the past while opening them up out of their package because they're a little bit flimsy. Next, we're gonna flip these guys over and pull out the backing board, the paper, and the cheap thin glass. Like I said, be careful with that glass. It does crack relatively easy if you're trying to bend it around a bit. We are heating up my hot glue gun and we're going to run a strip of glue along the side of the picture frame. My hot glue gun does still come out with a tinge of blue. This is from a previous video I did where I tried to paint and draw with crayons through a hot glue gun. It didn't go well, so now it's like permanently coming out with a hint of blue. Now we are going to stick the two picture frames together. I'm going to fiddle around with it a little bit to make it nice and straight. Oh no, it looks like a little bit of that blue did come through, but I think I can clean it up a little bit. Now I am going to add some glue stripping to the back. This is just me being abundantly cautious, not wanting it to separate, because if it does and falls off the wall, then that's probably going to be dollar store glass shattered all over my floor, and I don't really want that, so we're going to be abundantly cautious today. Nice little hint of blue in that glue. Now we're going to cut out this vinyl paper that I found at the Dollar Tree. It was a steal of a deal at 50 cents a box. I'm using the stock photo from the inside of the picture frame as a cutting template. I really like this kind of beachy blue. It goes really well with the color scheme of my apartment. Cutting out the second sheet here, I think it will make a very nice background for our dry erase board. Unfortunately, a tiny little bit of that blue glue seeped out the front of the picture frame. I'm just pulling off as much as possible to make it not as noticeable. We're going to carefully place our glass back in, followed by our cut out sheets of vinyl paper. Put that backing board back in. I'm not worried about the excess of the paper that's sticking out because I am going to cut that off at the end. There's the first side done, and there's my ring light. Now we're on to the next side. Now I'm using the X-Acto knife just to cut off the excess paper. If I don't do this, the vinyl paper will not lay as flat as it possibly can. Oh no, there is some of my dog's black hair stuck in behind the picture frame. I thought I was very careful, but apparently I was not. So I'm gonna have to open this back up to take that out, because now that's all I can see. I found these dry erase markers. I'm gonna use the black one out of here. I'm going to attach it with this kind of wire rope. This is just left over from a previous project. I'm going to wrap it around the back side of the pen and then add some hot glue. And I'm going to repeat that process and wrap it around a little bit more to make it nice and secure. There we go, nice and dry and attached. Now I'm going to run a strip of hot glue along the top side of my frame to attach my rope so my pen will hang off nicely on the side. I'm going to put a little glue on top to make it nice and secure. Now it's time to attach this to the wall. I'm putting it right by the door so I can see it every time I leave. I'm just using a few command strips on the back side of here to attach them. They came from the Dollar Tree. They came with hooks. I'm just not using the hooks. There we go. Putting down our first message ever, and it's a super important one. Okay, I turned off some lights because there's just really bad reflection off the cheap dollar store glass. It didn't turn out 1000% as I thought it would. The vinyl paper wasn't the best choice because it does kind of bubble in the back, but I didn't want to peel it off and lay it down because I felt like that would look worse, because as you can see, my skills aren't the greatest. You could write what you're out of for groceries on here and take a picture of it on your way out to the grocery store, doctor's appointments, little memos to yourself, just about anything, and it looks pretty good, and I'll see it right on my way out the door every day. This is the worst part about doing any craft, because it's always just a mess, because I kind of just end up throwing things everywhere. I had a visual in my mind. That's not exactly it, but for my crafting skills, it's probably as good as it's gonna get. So we'll see you next Wednesday. Bye!